let's go like this. Share, create post. I think if I go like this, I can do this. Sorry. All right, let's see if this works. Hey, hi you guys. Melissa, I worked on a video for you. I'm having uploading issues. I'm going to go over it again also, but I'm right now what I'm seeing secret wise is more that he wants his own privacy, like he needs his own time is what I was seeing. More than any other thing going on. I wasn't seeing anything else. But as I say in the video that I'm trying to upload for you too, make sure take what I have to say on it as a grain of salt. I'm looking at the cards. You're physically there. If you're seeing things that are in that direction, definitely step up and do what you need to do. You know what I mean? And what you need to do could also be asking him and getting him help if that's what it needs to be. Hi, Melapil! But hello, everybody. Sorry I've been gone for so long. My kids have this week out of school, and they needed some one-on-one time, and then just like the three of us time. So they've had my attention this week so far. The week's been pretty good. It's only Wednesday here, so it's Wednesday morning. I'm going to do this live with you guys for a little while. Then I have my friend coming in. She's going to come into town, and we're going to go walk around Walmart because there's not much else to do that doesn't... Well, actually, walking around Walmart can be pretty expensive too, so... Well, it's actually, for me, walking around Walmart, it's only expensive if I buy stuff. That's the thing. You cannot buy stuff, which is what I'll do. Except for I think I need to get cat food. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry, I have been MIA. I am doing well and coming back. I got your email, Dark Fairy, and I told Stella, I was like, I'm going to do a live and I'm going to check in with everybody. And then she goes, no, I'm going to go to your page and tell everyone you died. So, if Home or Havoc Gaming ever says I died, I didn't. It's my daughter thinking it's funny. Yeah, thank you guys for coming. I do free, but there's a list, and I'm not positive how long. I'm betting I have about an hour. And then, but if you want to skip the list, you can donate. And if you notice, I didn't do a price tag this time on donate to skip list. If you donate, you pick price-wise. But if you're new here, as you said, you might want to just watch what I do and then decide what you think the donation will be. I've decided I'm kind of letting it be because, one, I have no problems doing the free. I like being able to help everyone. And then two, I know some people would be like, oh, you're like, they would love to be able to pay more, but they can't. So if I just leave it at that, I accept whatever. That's funny, Dark Fairy. Yeah, Stella's got a good sense of humor. She doesn't do, I don't think she does it when people start doing yo mama jokes. I think she just, no, she probably cracks on me herself. She'll, instead of doing your mama, she'll do her mama jokes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 6, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. Okay. All right, Melissa. I have 2 decks out. What do you want? Do you want me to do what I can right now just to see what's being hidden this way? Thank you all for being here. Yes, please do listen to the moderators. I can't always, especially with right now, I don't have my second device, so I am looking at the comments when I can. But if I'm doing a reading, even when I have the second device, I'm not really looking at the comments full blown unless I've asked a question or I have to check to see what the person I'm reading is typing. But you'll get a much better reading if we can all be respectful. And if you aren't being respectful or you're just spamming, you're putting your question over and over, we will block you. It's not a problem. All right. Okay, Melissa, I just saw that one that you said. Let's see. I want to go. Actually, I want to start with this one with that really fast. Angels, guardians, guides, past, universe, spirit. Melissa would like to know, what is Joe being secretive about? What is Joe being secretive about? Is Joe being... Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you. What is Joe? Just things coming into balance. Ace of Swords. Justice, Judgment, Ace of Swords. Okay. Page of Cups. Now, unless there's a legal issue, but the thing with this is if there was a legal issue, I would think you would already know about it because it would be at the, like, the final stages, not just like, oh, it just started. It would be at the final. So I don't think that's what this is, because we have both Justice, this one, and Judgment. Both came out. Both are just about things, about coming into balance. They can be legal things, but this is more like he's really trying to get himself balanced and get life balanced, and he's really trying to figure out how to do, like, all the things, not just, and it doesn't even feel like it's just 2 things. It's like he's trying to figure out how to do all the things, the work, the home, the fun, the be serious, and then the not be serious. Ace of Swords is generally an idea. It's something that hasn't come to play yet. It's a thought, but it's something that hasn't come to play. And but it's like, well, it would kind of be like right when I first got the idea that I should do this channel, it would have been an Ace of Swords type moment when I had that in my head and I was thinking about doing it. So there's something he's thinking about. There's something that he's keeping to himself that he's thinking on that he hasn't acted on yet. And I mean, it might not just be keeping it to himself, because you can share the Ace of Cups ideas. I started kicking around doing the channel. I was telling people that was like Ace of Swords when it was still in the figurative. You hadn't brought it to reality yet. It was still in the thought space. And then Page of Cups is about the finding the joy and the childlike amusement and that. So I think this really, especially with this split, the Six of Cups and Three of Cups, it seems more like he's trying to come up with something for you, hon. He wants his space and to like, he's trying to bring things into balance and he's trying to do something fun. Like he doesn't know what to do something fun or how to do it yet, but he's trying to do something more like, let's figure out a way that I could surprise her with a weekend trip kind of thing. Let's see if I can figure out how I can do this fun. That's kind of more of what this is feeling like. There's the wanting the space and the time so he can bring himself into balance, but the wanting to do something fun. And Six of Cups is that happy home, happy. It's a fun and it's a loving thing. Forgive the fact that in this picture, these two look unhappy, but older pictures, they didn't smile because they took forever. It would have hurt to smile that long. And you just didn't. You were, I don't know. It's the history of photography is fun. But then the Three of Cups is supposed to be about like, it's supposed to be about celebration. Although I kind of get the vibe of more like catty celebration with that card sometimes, but I'm not really with this particular deck with that one, but I'm not really right now. I'm getting more like wanting to celebrate but being sad at the same time, like being just weighed down and wanting to not be weighed down anymore, but not knowing how not to be. Let me ask that specifically with this one. Let's see what I can get with this. I will ask if you should go to the party this weekend. Please listen to my moderators. Dark Fairy is amazing, and she is running the comment section so that way everyone gets as in-depth of a reading as I can do with the time period that we have. And you need to show respect. It's not just about showing me respect, it's showing yourself respect, as well as everybody else getting readings. Because while you're getting a reading, you would want everyone to let you have space to talk so I can get your questions and your things answered correctly. And so show them that respect so that way they are able to show you the same. Please and thank you. All right. Melissa would like to know if they should go to the party this weekend. Melissa would like to know if they should go to the party this weekend. Thoughts on this weekend's party? You're most likely not going to get a yes or a no, but you'll get advice about the party, because my spirit guides particularly, and I think it has to do with my life and the way universe works with me, they don't like to give you a yes or no. It's a do what you want to do, but this is what will happen kind of. Like they'll give you thoughts on it, but they won't tell you what to do because free will. And they want you to make the best decision and to trust your intuition. But let me see here. Melissa would like to know they should go to the party this weekend. What? I'm going to ask what will come of you guys going to the party this weekend. What will come with Melissa and them going to the party this weekend? So when I was explaining why you wouldn't probably get a yes or no answer, Emperor came out when I said free will. So I think this is more in regards to that than it is to the question. But it says being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility. And then when I asked what will come if you guys go, and I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts on what I'm getting right now too. But so first thing here is justice. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. Then you got the Magician. You have everything you need to do anything you want. You got Queen of Pentacles. There's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. And you got Ten of Swords. Hurt people, and hurt witches. Then you also got Queen of Swords. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. I kind of think you should, but only if you're going to be able to let yourself relax and go with him and go in with him with the intentions of having a good time. But also keep it so, and my tip on that with that aspect is like, know that you can leave at any time. Like you can always leave a situation. You don't have to stay if you don't want to continue to stay. If things aren't going great, you don't have to. But it feels a lot like lately you've been well, your energy's been very chaos a lot, like your own. When I've been doing readings and trying to check in, which I do that, and if you guys want me not to, but to my couple of regulars, occasionally I just try to do check-ins, especially if I go MIA. I try to check in on people's energies just because I care about my people. And it's habit. I've always checked in on people's energies, even without it. That's a lot to explain how I do that, but I've done it for the people I care about my whole life. But if you'd like me not to, if you let me know, I will work on not doing that for you. But you've been very chaotic within yourself. And this is kind of saying, like, you don't have to lower your voice and you don't have to sacrifice anything of who you are and what you want, but and you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but you also need to let yourself relax and have some fun. You have everything you need to do anything you want. You can have it all. And with the Ten of Swords, especially in this deck, it's that hurt people concept. So it's about that because it's almost like you're dragging yourself down, which is really, really sad because you were doing really well there for a little bit, but you've gotten kind of wrapped, and I know it doesn't help, like you've gotten wrapped on everything that's going on, so you haven't been able to keep yourself balanced. And you've been very to use psychology terms, it would be like as if you had abandonment issues that got triggered and you've been spiraling because of that. And even if the worst happened and you were alone, you're strong and you can handle it. You've made it through 100% of your bad days already. You've got a good friend group, even though I go MIA occasionally. You've got others here too. And you have your own people that way, but you're keeping yourself so closed off. I think that, like, it's kind of like you can go, and you could leave if you want to leave. If you want to leave the situation and go, like, leave, you can. But if you're going to go, you need to go a little relaxed with the intention of having a good time. And my other advice on that exact same note is if you don't go, you still need to be relaxed with the intentions of having a good time at home or somewhere else, doing something else, because that's kind of what this is calling for. Hold on. I'm trying to pull out my other deck and they're sticking in the box. So really, I'm going to shuffle and use this. I was just doing them a little bit ago, so I did count earlier. It seems like whatever you choose to do, you need to choose to let yourself have some fun, let yourself see the joy, and kind of re-ground yourself. Angels, guardians, guides, can I get just some general advice for Melissa, please? Can I please get just some general advice for Melissa? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take 5. 4 of Pentacles is about keeping it all in. It's about being very frugal, not just with finances, which Pentacles is finances, but it also represents that sometimes when we're low and tight on funds, we start to be frugal with everything else too, with our time, with our energy. It just kind of triggers us to be extra frugal and extra tight. Look at how hard he's hanging on to the pillowcase. And it's a very unfun feeling to be in. And it's telling you you're a Queen of Pentacles, which, by the way, Queen of Pentacles, it's the second time it's come out now. You can have it all. Even if you don't necessarily physically see it all right now, you can have it all. And you need to start, if you don't have one right now that is out of your control, which I'm going to just say, like, and I'm saying this because we all are in this state. I'm not saying specifically you, but if you don't have the finance part right now, focus on the things you do have. You do have yourself. You have other things you can be happy about, and bring yourself into this Queen of Pentacles energy. Represent that. Don't look at what you don't have as much. Look at what you do have and try to focus on that, because you can have it all. You don't have to sacrifice at anything, really. And I know it's really hard to say that. It's really hard. Like, I like to try to stay in Queen of Pentacles type energy myself, but like broke is an understatement at times, and it's hard to go there, but that's why when I'm there, I try to focus on, like, the sun's up, I'm breathing, and I just start with the small things to bring myself back around to being in a better mental state, so I can feel this type of energy. Then you got 6 of Pentacles, which is either, it can be about getting a gift, which is beautiful. I love gifts. Gifts are fun, right? It can also be about receiving extra for something you've done. Like, say you were working on a project and you expected to get 100, but you ended up getting like 200 or 300. That's still work you had to put into something, but you got more than you were expecting. You were rewarded more than you were expecting. So it's about, like, either just a gift. It can be like inheritance style gifts. It can be just like someone sent you extra money for someone did something, or it could be a higher reward for something. And it's telling you, like, look at how happy and smiley. And so you've got that. You got 2 of Cups, which is about love and partnership. And it's find that love that you have there, and remember the things that you were attracted to in this state, because this is specifically for you, Melissa, and what the message, this question was, what message do we have for you? And so it's like, go back to when you felt like this, and try to remember the things that were there, that little fun, and that I don't want to say childhood, because that's not the right word. That's actually the absolute opposite. But it's that in the moments where you guys felt childlike kind of, you had that peace with each other and try to go back to finding that thing. And then you got 3 of Cups, which is celebrate and have some fun. So very much try to bring yourself out. And I know it's not just the money. I know that a lot of the problems are the other things that are going on. In life that's leading you to be very frugal with yourself, because that's what it ends up doing. Ace of Cups was at the bottom and Knight of Swords. You're gonna be okay. Just take a few deep breaths, ground yourself, and remind yourself of the badass wonderful person you are. You have made it through so much. Made it through 100% of your bad days. Even the ones that you didn't think you were going to get through, you managed to get through. And because you've already got through them, you can never go back to how far down they were. Like, you've been hurt so much already. And yes, it's possible to get hurt again. But you'll know what to do when you're hurt. You'll know how to take care of yourself. You'll know how to breathe through. So you'll never be that far. You're always the magician now. You're never just the fool. You're always the magician. Because you already have the tools inside you. You know where the tools are. Now you can go on a full journey and start something completely new, but you know you. Hey, T, how are you? So, that's what I've got, Miss Melissa. And yes, I know you feel like you're going, oh, I almost didn't put Emperor in there. That'd have been fun to use this deck without the Emperor. So try to relax and bring yourself back to center, hon. And yes, let yourself have some fun this weekend. Be at the party or doing something different. And you can stay at home, but don't stay at home brooding. Don't stay at home doing the crazy game where you're questioning all the things and you're feeling all miserable. If you stay at home, do so in a way where you're giving yourself a retreat. Make it fun. Make it, I don't know, a hot bath. Make some yummy food that you like. Do some things that will be relaxing. Hey, Patty! Okay. You're very welcome, Melissa. Okay, Malapale. Thank you very much for closing list. How are you, Patty? Thank you so much, T. Really glad to see you. I haven't been in this week. Depending on how long you are today, when you do your live, I'll stop in again. I'll stop in. If not, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. All right. So, Malapil, it is your turn. I love life. Okay. I remember last time it looked like it was a new person. Remember? We're going to do this one. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this. Angels. Guardians. Guides. Universe. Spirit. Awesome, Patty. I will see you when you get this way. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Malapil would like to know. It's not going to tell me. I think it's going to be new. It's not telling me who, though, but I really do think next person is new. And I think it's going to be that... Bottom of the deck was full. We got Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups, High Priestess, Six of Swords, and Fool. Can I get any more information on this? Because I know Malapil's next question is going to be, then who? How will I know what it is? So, get more information on who is in the Two of Cups with Malapil. Who is next for Malapil? It's like, this is really, I love this. What's next for Malapil and her love life? Lovers. Choice, okay. Not 100. I'm not taking 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess 6 isn't 100. It's 2 more than 4, though. Yeah, it is so much. Like, I am so sure that it's someone new, Malapil. That I don't. If it isn't brand new, then he comes in completely new. But so you've got Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups, High Priestess, Six of Swords, Fool was at the bottom. Then we got Five of Wands, Five of Cups. Well, Lovers was first out. Sorry, Lovers came out. Then you got Queen of Swords, Ten of Wands, the Sun, and Eight of Cups. It's like a... With this set, it felt like it was somebody new. It was going to be somebody new. It was going to be somebody that comes in that makes you realize, like, wow, I'm not as down on my luck and I'm not as horrible. Like, there's a click with them, and the way they treat you, you all of a sudden you realize, almost like you realize your self-worth, which I would really hope you have your self-worth without another person. Your self-worth should not come from another person. But it's like all the things that you have doubted within yourself, and because of everything you've gone on, all of a sudden you just don't doubt them anymore. You know how amazing you are. You don't have to remind yourself you're amazing. You already feel amazing. And it kind of puts you in your High Priestess energy. It puts you in that connection with yourself. And it's just like, it's beautiful. And it allows you to go forward with the lessons that you've learned. And you come to a state of like, I'm never going to let anyone, including this person here, if it looks like this person's going to make me start feeling that way again, I'm not going to let it. I will never let other people make me feel like that again. I can't believe I'd given that much of my power and that much of my self-worth to somebody else. Like, I'm not going to do that anymore. And so then I was asking if I could get any more information on the person, because I knew that you would want that. All I got was Five of Wands, which is like conflict. And I don't think that it's necessarily a person that you have conflict with, but because look at the order this came out, which was Five of Wands, which is about the ego and the pride conflicts. And it puts in the Five of Cups, where you're looking at all these things going down and you're just depressed. Things just aren't good. It's spilt milk. But you're so in it. And right here is this offer that's being ignored. And in this sense right now, what I think it's more like, this is you. This is your amazingness, but you're so focused on all of these things that make you feel less amazing, that you're not seeing your own light. You're not seeing how amazing you are. And then there's Queen of Swords. You've kind of started to lock your heart up. In this case, I think it's you've locked it up, holding it for someone, but at the same time, you're being really cold with yourself because of it. And it's this, not just cold with everybody else, but cold with yourself too. Sorry, I had to get a drink of coffee. But then there's Ten of Wands, which is like, you're going to have this moment where you're tired of feeling like this. You're tired of not loving yourself. You're tired of not recognizing your amazingness automatically. It's like the energy I'm getting is, it's not that you don't love you, but it's that you have to remind yourself over and over that you love you. And you question your worth, and you have, it's that battle in your head that's like, it's like you tell yourself, one side of you is like, man, I just must suck. And the other side's like, no, you don't suck. You're amazing. And but you have to keep reminding yourself that you're amazing. It's not an inherent feeling. Your inherent feeling seems to be, actually, the amazing is the inherent feeling. You know you're amazing, but you have other voices or other things that are making you feel like you're not. And you're having that battle in your head is what it is. And I don't want to say you're losing the battle, because I hate to say that. And I don't think that's necessarily accurate. It's just more like the battle's getting stronger. It's more like you're having to remind yourself of your amazingness more and more and more. And you're getting tired of that. You're getting tired of having to tell yourself, hey, I am amazing. Hey, I am wonderful. Hey, I am this. And so you're going to just be done with that. You're going to decide to just walk away from the people and the things that make you feel that way. And that's when you're going to be happy. And in that walk away, you get your happiness. And I think, and in that choice, in that moment of, I am tired of feeling this way, I want to feel better, you're going to get, when you're having this, I think is when this is going to come in. When you're like, I'm done fighting myself over other people's thoughts, is when this other option is going to come in. And the thing with the other option, it's going to make you feel so good about yourself. It's going to remind you so much that, like, I don't have to have this battle. I should have never had to have had a battle over my self-worth because somebody else did this or because somebody else was thinking this. That's ridiculous, and I will never do that again. And you're going to be, it's very beautiful. But I'm fairly certain it's someone new. I really am. I'm not seeing signs of it being Gemini coming in and doing this all of a sudden. I think it's going to be somebody new. Hey, Nikki, I am okay. My kids are out of school this week, and I spent the first half hanging out with them and giving them my full attention. Some stuff came up, and so I hung out with them. Well, yesterday I had to work, but the other days I was hanging out, just them and I, my two youngest and I. And I am, my list is short because I have my friend is coming into town. I haven't seen her in a couple months, and so she's going to come in. She lives a couple counties over, and so she's going to come, and we are going to walk around Walmart, I think. But I am doing okay. Next week, I will be back to more, and hopefully tomorrow morning, I will also do another live. I don't know about this evening, but I will be back to my normal schedule next week. And before I am the new person, make ham. I do with the Lovers, when the Lovers came out in choice, I see the possibility of it being at the same time Malapale. But the thing that's going to make it different is there's something in you that's kind of going to change. And it's a lot of what I was getting today was more about you're going to, it could be because they come at the same time and you're going to see this, the other person's going to make you feel this way. And then you're also going to realize, like, man, I kind of went through hell hanging on to Gemini, and I began to question who I was and who myself and my own worth and my value because of these things. And I don't have to do that anymore with this other person. Like, this other person's reminding me that I am amazing and that I am. And you're going to have to take a moment to sit with yourself. And I don't want, like, some of the message that I'm getting, I feel like if I tell it to you, it'll almost be me telling you what to do. And I don't want to do that. But it's going to be a thing within you that you're going to have this moment. And I think there's going to be a choice. And you can choose either one you want, but I am fairly certain you're going to choose the other one, and it's for the things that I said, because you're going to have this, you know what, you made me question how awesome and amazing I was. I fought this battle for us, and I sat here madly in love with you, and you weren't choosing me. And I was putting it to the twin flame scenario, but in reality, you did a lot of damage to me only because I let you. It's not his fault. And I'm not saying you're going to be mad at him for it, but you're going to have a moment where you realize some things, and then that's going to change the trajectory of a lot for you, I think. Oh, no problem, Stark Fairy. You take care of you. You're doing all of this completely. Everything you do, I greatly appreciate. Thank you, thank you. And have your phone call. I hope it's good news. Yes. Power of self. It's going to be, there's a lot that comes in with that message that I'm getting. And it's going to be like a moment where you realize your self-worth and your importance, and that not so much is tied into Gemini as you thought it had to be. It was power you gave him instead of power he already had, and you're going to choose to take that power back and not just, actually a lot of it you're not going to give away again, which is good, because truthfully we shouldn't give all of that to somebody else. Yes, that's what I see. I see you choosing the other because you're going to have a moment in your head that makes you realize some stuff. Okay, I'm going to go back up this way. So Ash, I believe you are next. Thank you guys, everybody else. I'm only on one device now, so Great, I'm on TV again. When I was really, really, really little, I wanted to be on TV. Okay, Met's current energy check-in. Ashwini, we said we were waiting a week. It hasn't been a week. Chance, I have one question. Ooh, Melissa, I will definitely look into that for you. And my thoughts to you are you should just start singing anyways. That's not coming from messages or cards, but you should just start trying. Just do. You could do a YouTube, or I hate to say TikTok, but you could do TikTok. I haven't been doing mine very much. Well, Ashwini, tomorrow is still tomorrow. I am going to ask for you, what messages do you need? And I know that's not what you want, but we're waiting that one more day, because I think that patience is really good for you, sweetheart. I know it's frustrating, but I really do. Okay. Angels, guardians, guides. Also, for everybody else in the room, I want you to know that no, I wouldn't just, if it's your first time getting a reading, I'm not going to tell you. I won't answer your question for you. I have known Ashwini for probably a couple years. Even before I had my YouTube page, I have done readings with another reader for her. And so I have a relationship sort of built up with Ashwini, and that's why. And some of my other regulars, I will come tomorrow, okay, Ashwini? I promise. I will occasionally, with some of my regulars, redirect their questions. Now, if it is your first reading and you ask me something and I think I can get the information you want better by asking it differently, I will ask you if it's okay, and I will tell you why I want to change the wording of it. But I would never be like, no, I'm not looking into that for you. Unless it's something that I really am not comfortable doing, then I do withhold that. But just so you guys know. Okay. Nick, music. The list is closed right now. I am waiting on a friend who I haven't got to see in a couple months to come in. And I'm going to go hang out with her for a bit. And then, she's probably going to get to see her belly. And then, when I get back, if I have time, I'm going to try to do another live. But I will also be back tomorrow. All right. Please get messages for Ashwini. What does she need to be focusing on right now? Ooh, something is coming through for you, sweetie. You're almost there. That's probably the exam you're almost there on. Okay. Cards are done with that for a second. 8 of Wands. Messages coming in. Something's coming in. Something's coming in fast. It's going to be good, it feels like. You're not going to trust all the information, though. You're going to... And I think it's not just that you're not going to trust. You know something about it, too. So you're going to kind of sit quiet while this information's coming in. And you're just going to... I think that's kind of the advice. You're going to hear something and you're going to already kind of know. But the advice is kind of sit quiet on what you know. Let the things be said. Let the things be done. But keep some stuff to yourself for now. I'm not sure exactly what that is. But you're almost there. 9 of Wands. You're almost there. You're working and doing good. Yes. I will look at cards for your career and things. And so I will check in on that too really fast. That's a good one. See, that's what we should look at today. But something's coming in and you're almost there. But now I'm going to ask about this exam. All right, universe. Can I please get some messages for Ashwini in regards to this upcoming exam that she has? This one this year. Please, can I get some messages on this upcoming exam? Can I please get some messages on this upcoming exam for Ashwini? Ooh. I like it. Emperor, you're in your power. You create your own life, sweetheart. You are in your power. Magician, you have absolutely everything you already need. It's within you. You're doing really good. And you obviously keep studying, but you can definitely do this. King of Wands. Stay in control of your emotions. Follow your passions and don't let them take control. You be in control of them. 3 of Cups at the bottom. You're going to be celebrating. I think you're going to do good. I really think you're going to do good. Assuming that you keep your studying, but you also have to relax a little bit. I think that's kind of what the King of Wands is letting us know. You have to take some deep breaths and some grounding. You're very nervous and stressed, and you need to embrace your self-confidence on this one. Know that you know it. Like, know you know it. You've been studying hard. You're doing great with this, and you need to find your inner confidence in that a little bit. Remember that you have what you need. You are the emperor. You create your life. You make the choices and you create your life. Yes, you have to study. You can't just go in and take the test without, but have the self-confidence to know that you've got this. You have a passion for it and you've got it. I really like that for you. We're humming. Yes, that functional freeze is hard to be operating out of, sweetheart. Okay, let me see. 3 attempts. I think, Melissa, this is going back to that aspect. Karaoke, but I would do some videos or some, like, if you could do shorts of you singing. And you don't have to necessarily show yourself. If you notice, a lot of what I do, you're not seeing me. Granted, I've got cards to keep people looking at. But if you could do that instead of karaoke, because karaoke itself is sometimes hard. It's harder than singing on your own thing. Okay. You're very welcome, Ashwini. You're going to do great. It really is. You just need to find your self-confidence a little bit. Embrace and stand in your self-confidence. That was very beautiful. You're so welcome. Okay. Yes. Functional freeze freezes learning. But see, what you need to do, Ashwini, is take like a day to yourself. Let yourself do your routine that you usually do, but then also do something different out of your routine that would still help you with grounding. So mix up your drink a little bit differently, or do something a little bit out of your routine, but that is good, and that can help you get out of your functional freeze a little bit. And I know it's hard, and it actually sounds stressing to tell you to get out of your routine when you're in functional freeze. But if you just, and it can be so simple as like, make yourself turmeric milk tonight if you don't regularly. Do something like that, and in the time that you're doing that and when you're drinking it, just focus on that and relaxing in with that, and let yourself have a little bit of spoil self moments. If that'll help. Yes, it does help with food and drinks. Like, just do something just a little bit, switch it up a little bit in a way that you'll be that would bring pleasure, that you could enjoy. And when you do switch it up, focus on that. Let yourself not think about, try to remind yourself, like, I am making this, and you're focusing on making that and enjoying that and letting the other stressors go for a little bit. So I am going to do a kosh. And then also remember to start emailing recipes, Ashwini. You're very welcome. And I'll be back tomorrow, and I will look into Amit for you tomorrow. And then I will also look into baby advice to help you get out of the freeze. Akash, are you still here? Do 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 do. Okay, thank you. Can you what would you like me to look into? It's true intentions. Okay. Angels, guardians, guides, past, spirit, universe. True intentions. Akash would like to know person's true intentions towards them. True intentions towards them. They're torn. Something dramatic happened that broke apart something that it wasn't. Tower was at the bottom. And it wasn't like a surprise. The thing that fell apart, the dramatic part came as a shock, but the afterwards, it was kind of like, okay, it makes sense that that fell apart. Like, we didn't come together or they didn't, whatever, because things weren't working correctly. We weren't functioning right. The first one out was Sun. They want to be happy. That's what she wants. She wants to be happy. She wants to be happy. And Five of Swords, she's had a lot of battles. They felt a lot of battles. I don't know if it's you guys have had a lot of battles necessarily. I think there's lots of things. Three of Pentacles, the teamwork wasn't, you guys just didn't have teamwork going. She wants that with you, though, is the thing. Because there's Sun, there's Nine of Cups, and I was asking what her true intentions with you. They want that. They're just this right here. The battles instead of the teamwork was the biggest problem, it seems like. And she doesn't know what to do with that. And the Tower is like, it seems like whatever happened, when it was happening, it was like, oh my God, it was dramatic and a shock. But afterwards, you could probably look back and be like, well, it's not a surprise we didn't come together. We weren't communicating well. We weren't actually leaning on each other. We weren't acting as a unit. So whatever this outside thing was, it doesn't surprise me that it fell apart at that. See you later, Ashwini. Melissa, it'll depend on time. I will probably hang until she's pulling down my road, then I'll get off. But I don't know if I'm coming back tonight or not, if I'm going to be able to do another live later or not, but for sure tomorrow. But I still think that you should just be singing and record you singing and do things like that. Okay. Kosh. She wants to be happy. Let me see if I can get any actions towards you coming up. And then, do you mind if I ask what you should be focusing on? Like what you advice for, just general advice for you? I'm going to ask right now if she has actions. Because this is all, I'm not seeing any action movements towards you. She wants to be happy. She wants this, but I'm not seeing actions yet. It's all still in her head. I'm not seeing actions, but let me see. Kosh would like to know if she has any actions. What are her actions coming in? What are her next actions towards him? Her next actions towards Akash. Next actions towards Akash. Balance page. It's slow. It's slow moving. She's still trying to kind of come into balance of herself. It's very slow moving. I'm not, she's not, she loves you, but I don't see her coming towards you right now. She's trying to figure out her own strength, and she's trying to figure some things out within herself. I'm not seeing any action in this. Page of Pentacles is kind of, Temperance is action, but it's internal action. It's about bringing balance to yourself. And Page of Pentacles. Bye, Melissa. See you so later. I will, yeah, see you so later. As soon as your video actually finishes uploading, I will send it to you. I will send you the link. The Page of Pentacles is the closest to action, but she's still, if you notice, it's balancing. In this very card, it's balancing. things, and it's not like action coming in towards you. It's more work that she's doing with her. So no, I don't see her coming in anytime, but I do see her. I feel that she loves you, but I don't see any actions. Akash, do you mind if I get just general advice for you? And then I need to see who is next. Hi, Sean. Anaya. Okay. Okay. I am going to ask general advice for you. I'm actually going to do this card, this deck here. Guides, loved ones, past, universe, spirit. Can I please get general messages for Akash? What does Akash need to hear right now? What does Akash need to hear right now? That is way too many cards, and none of them flipped anyways. Also, I'm very sorry if I am mispronouncing your name. What does Akash need to hear right now? Akash need to hear right now. Huh. Now you have a general message for Akash, please. Haha. You feel stuck. You've got Hangman, Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles. You feel stuck, and you need to get a different perspective. Look at things a little bit differently than you have been. The Hierophant, you can go to someone else, you can go for advice, but it also can just be getting advice from your higher self. And it talks about if what's you've been doing isn't really working well for you, it's okay to find a different way to do it. Even if it breaks tradition, even if it breaks norm, it's okay to do things differently. We don't always have to do things the exact same way just because, especially when the only reason we're doing it that way is because that's the way it's always been done. There's something in your life that you're doing and you just don't feel right about it. I'm hoping you know what it is. I'm not sure, but and it's probably part of what has left you kind of stuck too. There's something you've got to get a different perspective and let yourself do a little bit differently, because the way you've been doing it hasn't been working. Four of Pentacles again is about kind of needing to, it's about being super frugal and super tight, not just with finances, but with everything in your life. You're feeling, it's not that you're feeling left out in the cold and abandoned, but it's like you have the fear of that happening. So you're holding so tight onto everything and trying to do everything exactly the way it's always been, but it isn't working, but you're not willing to change because you're afraid that changing will leave you out in the cold. And this is saying you've got to kind of be willing to change a little bit. Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. And the fact that a lot of this was about needing to change your perspective and needing to do things differently. Maybe there's someone or something out there that you need to let in a little bit so you can work with them better. And that teamwork is a good thing. And you need to work on that a little bit more, that it's okay to count on other people. Not just it's okay to ask for help, but it's okay to rely on other people once in a while for different things and to let people in. I looked at the bottom. It's High Priestess, which is about being in power and about knowing your self-worth and about knowing your own value at the moment is what I'm getting with this. So you've got to, something's not working and you've got to be okay with doing it differently and letting people in is kind of what I'm getting. I really hope this helped, and I hope that that makes sense. It turned out to be a message that I only get some of the information, and so hopefully when you hear it, you have the rest and it makes sense for you. I think that that might be what the thing that you need a different perspective. You're very welcome. And sorry if I sound, sometimes I feel like I sound like I'm not confident in reading when I say, does this make sense? The reason that is because I get the information that I'm giving you, but they don't tell me your other personal. I only get what I need to tell you guys. And so, it doesn't always make sense to me, and I'm trying to make sense, and then I'm all like, well, I hope it makes sense to you. But it doesn't need to make sense to me. It needs to make sense to you, and you have the other information. Cool. I have to text that person in a minute and let them know. Okay. Anaya, I believe it is your turn. Thank you, guys. I gotta keep going, or I'm going to lose this. Anaya. Coffee. Oh, I want. Okay. I need to text. I can't text. Okay. Mahendra? Anaya, are you still here? If not, we're going to go to Mahendra. Yep, we're going to Mahendra. I think it'll be you next, Mahendra. Also, everyone, I am really sorry. I know, well, actually, I'm not sorry. I want to say I'm sorry that I take so long doing my readings, but I give you the same amount of time and in-depthness as I would the next person, so I'm not sorry. I'm glad that I get it. I'm just sorry that you have to wait as long as you do. Mahendra, are you here? All right. Muhammad, are you here? And if you're typing up your question, Mahendra, and it's just taking long, will you hit enter for whatever you have, and then you can finish typing, just so that way we know? Aw, thank you, Dark Fairy. I just feel bad that everybody, like, I know waiting can get boring, I'm sure, but... Okay, Muhammad, you're here. Thank you. Your question, please. I always say, like, I tell myself I'm going to get through these faster, and then I don't, because I want to make sure that I give all of the information I'm getting. And so, actually, I tend to be like, I'm going to do this faster so I can help more people, and then I end up going slower, because they are like, no, you're not. We're going to make you give even more information, because that's how you help. Okay, you're Aquarius. Muhammad, what question would you like? Like, what would you like? Do you just want a general, or do you have a specific question? Oh, no. Just a general? I like doing those. That's a cute kitty. I will do a general for you, Muhammad. Let's do general. Okay. Angels, guardians, guides, loved ones past, universe, spirit. What message do you have for Muhammad? Okay. 10 of air was at the bottom. Endings, recovery, and freedom. You've got things that you are kind of, you're here right now. This is where you're currently feeling. You're trying to come across as Queen of Earth, Queen of Pentacles, gracious, practical, and capable, as though you have power and you're in your state of all being. And you want everyone to feel like you're giving that image, but inside you're still hurting. Something happened. Something happened that you're trying to, which I don't think that it's a bad thing, by the way. I've got about 20 minutes, I think, before they get here, just so everyone knows. But it's not necessarily a bad thing that you're trying to make it seem like you're living your dream life and that you've got everything under control. So long as you actually work on healing. The thing is it seems like you're not necessarily, you were trying to heal. You were trying to move forward with 6 of air, which is 6 of swords, which is letting go of the anger and the pain part, but taking the lessons with you. In this deck, it says relief, hope, and moving on. And you were working on that, but it was exhausting. And it almost feels like people were telling you, like, how are you still upset over it? Like, what is your problem? Can't you just get over it? You did that. Like, I don't know if it was they told you did it yourself or they were diminishing and they weren't they were making you feel like you shouldn't, like you should already be done. You should already be over. And so you kind of started ignoring the fact that you were disappointed and sad. The thing with this is that I want to tell you with this 5 of water and what the other people should have told you, instead of telling you, can't you just get over it already? They should have helped you to understand that it's okay to be in this sad moment and it's okay to feel this pain. But while you're feeling it, remind yourself that it will pass, that there is still coffee in the world. Coffee's my favorite. There's still tea, there's still hope, and you still are breathing. And so you have things to be happy about as well. And when you're in pain and you're hurting from whatever is there, that it's okay to hurt and cry, but then you have to pick yourself back up. And it doesn't mean stop feeling. It means breathing the pain out and going, okay, yes, this sucks, but the sun came out today, so I'm going to go outside and enjoy the sun. And you let yourself enjoy things. Even though you're still hurting, you enjoy the things, and that's how the healing can begin. 10 of fire, overworked, stressed, and imbalanced. Now, here's the thing with the 10 of fire, which is 10 of wands. It talks about being exhausted and stressed and just blah. But at the same time, all of these dishes are dirty because everybody got to eat. So yes, you were stressed in the time of making that meal, but it was stressful and it was time consuming and it was a lot of work, but you accomplished it. So reward yourself for having accomplished that. We have this thing now where when we start to get stressed, we always look at it as though it's automatically bad. But there are some points in our life where being pushed to our limits is actually a good thing. Traditionally in the tarot decks, the 10 of wands was it was a man walking and he had his wands, he was holding them and you could tell he was exhausted, but he was bringing in his harvest. That was his harvest. The season was over. The harvesting season was over and done, and he was bringing in his harvest for winter. So yes, he was tired and he was overworked, because if you've ever worked in the fields and you've had to plant your food that way, and do that, it's just keeping a simple garden can be a lot of work. It's fun and enjoyable, but it is a lot of work. Now, if that's your whole food source, which at the time it would have been, not only for the rest of that season, it was for all of winter, you had a lot and you were very overworked and exhausted, but it was for a reason, and you were about to get to celebrate that reason. You were about to get to enjoy your food and know that you were going to have food for the rest of winter. So it was a good overworked. And so sometimes being pushed to your limits is actually a good thing, as long as you allow yourself the break afterwards and you reward yourself and you go, look at all that I have accomplished. It wasn't for naught, it was for a good reason. That's what I got. I hope that it makes sense for you. Thank you for coming. Okay. Ritu, it is your turn. I am running out of time because I go too deep into things. Good day, Solomon. Everyone who's still on the list, I am going to try to get as many of you as I can. And if not, hopefully you've subscribed and hit notifications so you see me when I come back. And I'm going to pick, or Dark Fairy, pick an emoji that we can remember. And if when on my next live, if they put that emoji in, it'll let us know that they were on this list today, but we didn't get them in because I had to go. So that way they can move on to the list higher. And we'll know it, but other people won't necessarily know that that's what that emoji means. If that makes sense, I might be complicating things. And if that's too complicated, Dark Fairy, don't worry about it. Thank you, Solomon. I hope you have a great day full of God's love as well. Let's see. Who are we? Harsha, I believe it is your turn. All right. Water Empress. Will I successfully start my subconscious reprogramming business in tarot? Not sure if I'm good enough for tarot. Please advise me. All right, Water Empress. Let me see. I am going to see. Angels, guardians, guides. One's past, universe, spirit. Water Empress would like to know if she's going to successfully start her subconscious reprogramming. Ooh, 3 of Cups was the first one. Some celebrations. 4 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Stop doubting yourself. You got 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 10 of Cups so far. You've been given this idea and this passion for a reason. Stop doubting, put work into it. Knight and 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands didn't jump out, but it wanted out. It was like right over this way. Ooh, Death and Rebirth was at the split, and 8 of Swords at the end of this side. Just want to look Four of Wands was there. Ooh, eight. I said Wands, but Eight of Swords. If I said Wands, I don't know why. I'm sorry. My advice, and so we've got Three of Cups, Four of Cups, 10 of Cups, Knight of Wands, Three of Wands, Death, which is also rebirth. I love the Death card, to be honest with you. I really, really do, because it means all of that cycle is done and I get to start new. And then you have Eight of Swords. You have some major things to celebrate. You've got some major accomplishments that you've already done in your life that you are capable of doing. With this right here, in this case, because we were asking about your business, I'm not looking at it as a love offer. I'm looking at it as though the universe is handing you this idea, but you're so focused on things that have failed and gone wrong that you're not acting on this. 10 of Cups, you've got so much enjoyment. The thing with it is whatever, I think I'm getting that you've already successfully accomplished something else at some point, and you're having a hard time. It seems like you don't want to leave, and I'm not suggesting that you leave what you've already successfully accomplished. In fact, what this seems a lot like right now is that you should start this other thing while you're still doing, which is going to be exhausting, and I don't know, but it's kind of like that. Start small and let it build. But this 10 of Cups, tens are endings in tarot. Tens are endings of cycles. And so it tends to be that you that tends to be your it's like the overfill. 9 of Cups is you just got to the buffet and you're enjoying all these things, but the 10 of Cups, you're stuffed. You've overfilled and it's time to go to what's next. Now, if you didn't know where food would ever be again, obviously you wouldn't leave the food completely, but you would be doing something different for a while and still have that there. And that's kind of what this is. Follow your passion and put some action into it. Take the steps necessary. Move forward with it, but don't necessarily don't jump right into the business. Yes, the business is going to be successful for you, but don't necessarily put all your eggs in that basket to begin with. Enjoy doing it, enjoy the moment, and start small, let it build. It's going to move forward for you. Take action and it will move forward for you. The 8 of Swords is you're very stressed and in your head. And let's see, is there any more for Water Empress on this? Any more for Water Empress on this? Her subconscious reprogramming and tarot business coming up. Haha. Knight of Wands again. Yes, take action. Go forward with it. Let it build. It's going to build. I give you major props. But 6 of Cups. You're thinking about things. Maybe you're thinking about... It's 6 of Cups is about like reminiscing, and it tends to be rose-colored glasses. So it's asking you be realistic while doing it. But yes, take action doing it. Just remember that it took a long time to get there. It took you a while to get to this place. It takes a while. It's a process. So it's going to build beautifully over time, but it's a process. Actually, everyone, I am getting, I can see her turning on my road. I gotta go. Thank you all for being here so much. Thank you guys for coming in. You're very welcome, Water Empress. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. let me know. My email is all over, but send me things with your tarot start. I would love to. If you do a YouTube tarot page thing, I'd love to subscribe. I love getting to help support and help work on these things with everyone. Okay, thank you guys. Dark already did that. If you didn't get your reading, comment mushroom to be added to the list next time. And it'll put you towards the front of the list because it means that I was a butt and had to leave before I could get to everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm very sorry for my absence, and I am very sorry for cutting this short, but I have to balance this and that as well. Don't comment the mushroom now. Comment it on my next live. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you guys all again. Bye.